Action. Hey guys, welcome to our super special Zoom where we have three wonderful ladies to interview and they're going to inspire you. And this is just going to be incredible. So, my name is Carrie Gabriel, and I am just going to hop right into this and bring on the first person. All right, Kim, can you unmute? Okay,
I'm unmuted.
I'm going to spotlight you. I'm going to spotlight me too because we're going to be talking. All right, here we are. Hey, Kim, how are you feeling tonight?
Nervous.
Nervous? You don't have to be nervous. Okay, how delicious was your dinner?
It was very delicious.
Okay, just kind of calm your nerves. At least you're laughing. Okay, tell us a little bit about you.
I'm from Oklahoma. Very, very small town.
Tell them
I
how many
have
people.
about a little over 200. I have 2 kids grown. I have 5 grandkids, 1 on the way. And that's about it.
Okay, how did you find it works?
I can't remember. I think your mom.
You guys, we couldn't remember how she found it works. So we went through like years of Messenger trying to find out. And then right when I was getting like way up there, like I got off of it and I couldn't go back. So we're not sure how she found it, but she does know why she joined. Why did you join, Kim?
I joined to make some extra money. About $100. $100 a month would have helped me a lot.
What were your plans for your $100?
To help me pay my electric bill. And I did.
So I want to tell you guys the story of Kim's joining. She joined a long time ago and we're not quite sure when or why, but she joined for the second time and she messaged me, and this is probably going to show you why she's having success this time around, because she didn't have the money to join right then, but she would have in a couple of weeks. So she's like, what should I do to make me more successful this time? And we decided she wanted to work on social media, so she revamped her Facebook while she was waiting. She built her network. She learned the rules of posting on social media. She went every single thing that was on the list of stuff for her to do, she did it. So when she joined, like she had a whole brand new market, brand new Facebook. It was beautiful. So beautiful. So why did you want to do that? Like, what were you just like ready? What happened?
Yeah, I was ready for a change. And I had to make that change.
So tell us about your weight loss.
So far, I've lost 67 pounds, like in the last year, I think. And when I get home, I'm going to start again.
67 pounds. Tell them what products you use to do that.
I use the Skinny Brew and the TFX first, and then TFXX. And that's all I used.
She literally lost 67 pounds with coffee and 2 pills a day. Isn't that incredible? And what did that do for your life when you lost that weight?
It helped the pain in my knees, which helped me walk better, because I guess that 67 pounds would actually help me a lot. So I'm going to work on my next 67 pounds. But I can walk better now than I used to. And my knees don't hurt as bad.
And are you healthier?
Yes, actually, I'm usually sick all the time. And I haven't been sick this last year.
Which is crazy with this pandemic going on, that you actually haven't been sick at all.
At all. No.
Not even normal colds, nothing?
No, no. I
You
can't believe it because I'm always getting a cold. It's crazy.
That alone is a reason to use these products. You should talk about that more often because I think that matters. Yeah, see, that's amazing. Okay, let's talk about this promotion. Okay, so Kim promoted to executive in February, the shortest month of the year, and that was her first promotion ever. So that's pretty special. Tell us about it. Like, what changed? What did you have to overcome to do that promotion?
I had to convince myself that I could do it. And that took a lot of mind in my mind. And then I had to also convince myself that I was worthy of it. So it's a lot of discipline for me. But it's worth it.
Why do you think you felt like you weren't worthy of doing it?
I don't know. I've thought and thought. I really don't know. Probably maybe where I live. A lot of people they're just like, they don't want change, you know. I don't know. They like everything the way it is now, the town. But
Well, it
I'm gonna
takes a
change.
lot to make a change. You have to do
Huh?
something. It takes a lot to make a change. You actually have to do something,
Yeah.
and that's not comfortable. It's
No,
way better when you get there, but it's not comfortable when you're doing it, right? Like
it's
quitting
hard to do.
smoking.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Tell them if that how long it's been since you had a cigarette.
Friday will be 3 weeks, 21 days. It's hard.
How long have you been smoking?
Um, like regularly since I was about 16, so 32 years.
That's awesome. She's like making some changes. Okay, so what's your next goal in the business?
My next short-term goal will be to promote to Ruby.
Nice. This month?
Yes.
What is your next big goal?
My next big goal. Hmm. Probably, I don't know. Long-term goal would be to own my own home.
What does that mean for you?
It means home. I want to feel like I'm home somewhere, so I want a home, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. It absolutely does. And you deserve to feel like you're at home. We all do. All right. Give us a couple of tips for somebody who's trying to promote to executive this month. I know there's some on here on the Zoom. So what tips do you have for them?
Consistency and haps work. They work if you just keep on. And at the and when you have a new contest, you go message all the other past posters and tell them about your new contest, and that would be all of them would probably do it again. And then make a post. Just be consistent with everybody.
I agree. Host and post works. It really does. And if you think it doesn't work, it means you didn't do enough of them because there's a ratio to it. So if you
It
do
also
five,
takes time.
yeah, it definitely takes time. And if you're only Danita signed a distributor from Haps yesterday. Yeah, and if you're only putting up like 5 and nobody comments, well, your 6th one could have blown up. So definitely, I completely agree. And you guys, Kim puts up a lot. She gets every single day. She is working consistently every single day. All right. So, what is one last thing that you would like to leave us with?
Don't ever quit or give up. I didn't, and now I'm promoted.
Yeah, this is going to be the biggest paycheck you've ever gotten in your whole life.
Ever. Yep.
Ever. Gosh, can
Ever.
you guys imagine? She's about to get that deposited into her account, the biggest paycheck she's ever gotten in her life. How many of you guys want to say that? I know I do. Oh, no. Nicole's like, yep. Oh, Barb's, yep. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Kim, for being on here. You did a great job. You did wonderful. No need to be scared. Now you can do these all the time. So thank you and congratulations on your executive promotion. All right, Paige, are you here ready to talk?
Hello.
Okay, are you there? Can I hear you? You're mute. You keep
Can you
muting.
hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, Paige, tell us about yourself and how you found it works.
Okay. Well, first off, my name is Paige. I'm a mom of 4. My oldest is 10. My youngest is gonna be 1 next month. I live on a little island in Hawaii of Kauai, and I found it works from Tasha's Lives. Like, let's just say for weeks on end, I sat there and watched Tasha's Live like every night. I would kick my kids out of my room, and I won her giveaway once or twice. I tried her products and I was like, oh my God, these are good. Then I sat there and I was like, if this girl can do this and make money, like, so can I. I know I could never do lives though. You know, maybe one day, but I can't do lives like Tasha. But that's pretty much how I found it works, was Tasha's Lives. I signed up one day, and guys, I paid $99, and the next day it was $24, and I had no regrets at all. It was the last $100 in my wallet, and it was the 17th of July, guys. So I had like a whole month ahead of me to go broke, and I did not regret it one bit. Like, that's how I found it works.
So what made you decide? Like, what was going on in your life where you're like, this is the time I'm going to do this?
A lot actually was going on in my life. For one, I really needed an income because my daughter has a heart murmur, and I legally can't go to work because I'm her 24/7 caregiver. So it was really hard for me. I was living off of welfare, waiting for a paycheck every month, and work seemed like an easy way out for me. I guess I should say, like, I just thought about being home with my kid, being able to bring home a paycheck and take care of my family. But also, I was $3,000 back rent. I was about to lose my house, guys. Like, and I literally put up my last $100, knowing that that could be the last of everything. Like, I could lose my house, I could fail at this business, you know. But that didn't stop me from taking the leap. And 2 months in, I paid off my $3,000. And I didn't even make that much off of my commissions, guys. My first check was like $40, maybe. Second check was like $60, but I was getting some samples out there. You know, I had friends buying things off of me, but also it helps to have the support of your team. Like, I'm gonna admit, guys, my family is not there to support me. I have this team, and they're amazing. Like, I look forward to our work Zooms because I'm surrounded by so many positive girls, and because of that, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, yes, I gotta go to work. Okay, to my couch. You know, like, it's just the life, and I would not take it back. I would not do anything different. I'm proud of what I did. I'm proud of joining. And I tell people, if I have 4 kids and my kids are consistently glued to me, I have them outside right now, but they're consistently glued to me. If I can do that with my kids literally on my lap 24/7, following me to the bathroom, anybody can work this business. And it's a game changer, a life changer to me, I say. Yeah, that was my reason why joining.
What are a few of your favorite products?
I drink the Skinny Brew daily. The gummies are my favorite, and I know, guys, what you're thinking right now. Like, I have no weight to lose. Like, people tell me I'm too skinny to be on our products, but these products are amazing. They taste amazing. The Skinny Brew is my favorite. The energy is like my all-time go-to. I have to have energy in my house like every day, or I think I lose my mind more than not having coffee. But those are like honestly my favorite. My not like orally favorite product is the wraps. I love the wraps.
We really should talk about the wraps more because aren't they awesome?
Yes, they are.
Especially the new reformulated ones. They're so
I can't wait for mine to come in. It's like the only box that hasn't come in yet.
oh no.
It knows that I'm waiting for the wraps.
That's funny. Okay, let's talk about your promotion. Okay, you guys, Paige double promoted last month in February to executive and then to Ruby. She did both of them in 1 month. So, what was the biggest obstacle you had to face for that promotion?
Um, I want to say my biggest obstacle was having to pretty much start from nowhere. Like, I joined in July of 2020, and since from then to now, I've had maybe 2 loyal customers that have consistently ordered every month. So, getting the BV that I needed to promote was really hard for me. I gave up sleep, guys. I stayed up till like 1 in the morning. I My thing was I was driven not for only a paycheck, but because in the beginning of this month I was cut off of my welfare. So it was kind of like a do or die for me. You know, it's either I work my business and I do what I gotta do, make that money, or you're out on the streets. You know, you have nowhere to go. You just lost all income. So I put it in the back of my mind. I didn't give up. When it makes you uncomfortable, guys, do it. If a message makes you uncomfortable to send it to somebody, send it. You know, because you never know who's going to answer you. I had 2 potential customers off of asking for hosted posts yesterday. Like they didn't even end up hosted posting. One of them ended up just ordering, and I was just like, wow, hosted post is a big thing with my promotion that really got things out there. Hosted post on steroids, I feel is the best way to host a post. Um, and I learned that from Tasha and Kamaka. They helped me with host to post on steroids, and without them, I don't think I would ever do host to post. I was so afraid, guys, to just have people post and then have random people comment. But in the end, you get to meet all these new people. You get to change people's lives. Like I have one lady that she's so excited. She hasn't even got the products yet. But like she watches my story every day and hearts it every day. And she's like, she'll message me like, I can't wait, you know, this and that. That's the kind of things that I live for now. Like this has not just been my business, it's a passion. For me, I want to thrive in this business. And yes, I promoted twice, which was really exciting, but we're gonna go up. Like, and I'm not only gonna bring myself up for promotion, I want to bring my team up for promotion. And I want everybody to know that this company is amazing. You know, like this company has really changed my life. Without it works, I would probably be a shy girl still, hiding in my house, not talking to nobody. I never posted on social media before it works. Like I went on there to go look at everybody else's posts. I spent hours just going, okay, okay, like, okay, share, you know. Never did I ever post. And because of it works, I post now. I'm out there and I'm making money off of my social media, which makes it amazing. Like something I never thought I could ever do in my life. But I feel like people shouldn't give up. If you really want a promotion, push for it. Don't give yourself excuses. Like you have a headache, lay in your bed, you got your phone. You know, don't make excuses because it's you getting in the way of your business, of your promotion. And I feel like when you just put everything aside and don't stress over things, just work for a really big goal. Like for me, I don't like to say I have big dreams. I like to say I have big goals because for me, I'd rather get to a goal than have all these dreams that might never happen. You set yourself up for a goal and you'll get there. I fought for 7 months for Ruby, guys, and I got 2 promotions in 1 month. Like, I can't wait for everybody else to promote.
What's your next goal?
My next goal is diamond
When?
this month.
Wow.
Yes,
I don't
no
know.
days off.
Wow.
No, I am going to push for it. Like, it's something I really need now. I think I deserve it. My kids deserve it. You know, I love that I can work around them. Although they drive me crazy, I love being around my kids. You know, I can watch them grow up. I'm not missing anything. And that's the beauty of this business. So my next goal is diamond. And from there, I want to buy my kids a vehicle that we all fit in. You know, we don't ever go anywhere because there's not enough seats in our car for all our kids.
I can feel that. What is one of your biggest goals? Like the really big, mind-blowing one?
My biggest goal is to be a triple diamond. And for life, biggest goals for my family, I want to get out of the low income housing and get a house for my kids where they can live freely and people can't tell them how to make their rooms, you know, or they can't put a picture up on their door. I want my kids to be able to paint their walls. So that's my biggest goal, is to get a house for my children.
I love that. Those little things that some of us probably take for granted would mean everything for you.
Yes.
What are a couple of tips that you have for people trying to promote to executive or Ruby this month?
My first tip is be driven. Like, set your mind to what you think you can do and do 2 times that. You know, try to set your goal. Like, we're always told this, and I can't remember who said it, but when you want to be something, work as that rank. So I want to be a diamond. I'm gonna work as a diamond. I'm gonna push hard. You know, I'm gonna work 5 times the pace I've been working. You know, and consistency is really key. When people see that you're consistent with things, and I'm not just saying like product posts, with your own personal posts. You know, when they see it's a real person behind it, making the coffee or drinking the coffee or just talking about it with a picture, it shows a lot. I've learned having yourself really out there so people know, oh, it's not just products on this page, like there's a real person here, you know. And I think being able to host a post and, like I said, doing the uncomfortable messaging, you know, just because they're ignoring your messages. I have girls in my messages. I've sent like 5 different messages. They have always read them and left it. This giveaway, boom, look, everybody wants to host a post for me. You know, it's just how you word things. One day, you know, they'll come around. Just keep sending it. Bug them. Bug them. You have PLCs, bug them. Just bug them. They'll come around, guys. Like, they're watching you anyways. What's the difference?
All right. What is one last thing you'd like to leave everybody with?
Just don't give up on yourself. You know, go to your leaders if you really need help. When you're stuck on something, any question is not a stupid question. It's a question that somebody else wants to answer and nobody's going to answer it. So go to your leaders, ask for the help, you know, jump on work Zooms, stay consistent, and believe in yourself. The main one. Believe in yourself and make sure you don't doubt yourself. Don't let other people bring you down.
Thank you so much, Paige. Good job.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your executive and Ruby promotion.
Thank you, guys. I'm honored to be on this team. Thank you.
All right. Next up, we've got Carissa. She's going to be talking to her girl Jimmy. And you guys, this is going to be a really, really good story. So I am flipping us all around. Removing. I'm trying to.
That was you made that noise.
That was Jimmy, wasn't it?
I don't know.
That was me.
Tasha, what the heck is wrong with you? Excuse me, we're being recorded. So all right, there you go. You guys have it now.
All right. Okay, that was a great way to start off. Thank you, Tasha. All right, guys. So the third part is we had two girls that just came on, that one hit executive and one hit Ruby. So I felt like Jimmy being on here would be able to tell you guys another version of the story, where what happens when you're right there and it don't happen. Do you give up? Do you quit? What's your mindset now going into the next month? So I want you guys first to be introduced to Jimmy. And then from there, we want to go into a quick little bit of a mindset to understand it a little bit. So firstly, Jimmy, congratulations on your growth, first off. And then secondly, tell us a little bit about you and how did you even get started?
Okay, so I am 41. I live in Virginia. I'm originally from New Jersey. I've been married for 18 years this year, and I have 5 boys, ages 20 to 5, and I am a new glamour of a baby girl, finally. So I got started actually years ago. My cousin was selling It Works, and she was like, you know, cuz I got these wraps, and I was doing this weight loss thing, and I was like going to the track and walking and all this other stuff. So I started with the wraps actually years ago, and it worked.
That was Tamika?
Then,
That was Tamika?
what'd you say? Yeah, that was Tamika.
Now, Tamika,
So
Tamika used to be my distributor in 2012.
right, so it was around then.
Mhm.
Right, so it was around then she reached out to me. So I started on that. You know, I was doing good, and then life happened, of course, and I just was like, you know, can't afford this. 4 babies turned into 5 babies, and I was like, yeah, no, can't afford that right now. So, you know, fast forward in 2015, I started getting really sick. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I was going to doctors after doctors. No one could give me answers. And, you know, I just kept going, you know, like most women do. You know, we work, we taking care of kids. So we just keep going and just put it to the back burner. And that's what I did. In 2017, my son started showing, well, in 2015, really, my son started showing signs of mental illness. In 2016, he tried to commit suicide. And I started to deal with that. The stress was taking me over. 2017, I felt like my life was over. I lost my mom, my grandma, my dad, my job. Had to go on. I had to retire and go on disability, and I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress. My son had to go live in a home for his safety, and it was a lot. It was just a whole lot at once, and I had a 2-year-old son. I was the biggest I had ever been, pushing 400 pounds, and I didn't want to live no more. I was done, and I saw Carissa's post through my cousin who hosted a post for her, and I was like, you know what? I can either sit here and not do nothing, or I can try to fix what I can. And that was my weight, lose weight. That was my focus. If I lose weight, then maybe I can live again. Because I stopped living for 3 years. I didn't drive. I didn't leave the house unless for a doctor's appointment. I didn't do anything for 3 years. So I started my health because every month I was like, I can't buy my auto shit because, you know, I don't have it right now. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to
Freeze real quick. I don't know what just happened. Now,
No, she knocked her earbud out and we can't hear her now.
Yeah. Not yet.
No. No.
Say something now.
No?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. So
Oh.
I ended up not doing anything for 3 years. I stopped living. I stayed in the bed. I literally would come downstairs in the morning, pack up food and snacks and everything my son needed for the day, and took him back upstairs and found him a show, and we stayed in bed all day. And it was either I keep doing that or I get up and do something. So I reached out to Carissa. I started on an auto shipment. The first 2 months of taking my products, I lost 25 pounds. But then my pockets got thin. My pockets got really thin. Carissa's like, listen, are you like, you declined, okay? You declined. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get with it. But I was like, you know what? I started reading about what you get as a distributor, your perks and whatnot, and I decided, okay, well, I'm gonna become a distributor. So even if I can't get enough to pay any bills, I can get enough to get my coffee, because that's all I cared about, getting my coffee. So that's what I did, and the rest is history. I've lost over 90 pounds in a year. So that's December, and April I started in the business, and now I
Love
can't hear
it.
Carissa.
So this April will make 1 year. Oh,
April
I don't know
4th.
why. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
April 4th.
Oh, okay. So April 4th. Okay, so a year is coming up next month. So now this journey now in this year has been long. There's been some days where you inbox me like, I'm over it. There's been some days where the dissent was there. There's some days where you're shy. There's some days where you just don't understand it. When you first got started, you was one of the people that was sharers. Your whole page was filled share and stuff like that. So you had to build your page up. So that was definitely a nice growth period. It took some time where talking to you and coaching was something that repetitiveness had to get through for it to finally stick. And then next thing you know, I turn around and I see you on live about a month ago, and you just spilling your whole story on live. I'm like, what the heck? Who's this girl and where she come from? So what triggered and changed and made this difference? Where is this new Jimmy? Where did she come from?
Okay,
Or
so
this
that,
revived Jimmy?
so you actually definitely play a big part in that, and as far as just changing my mindset. So this past December was my dad's 3rd year death anniversary, and I had been convinced my entire life that I had to be strong. I'm the baby of 6, but everybody looks to me, so I'm steady carrying the weight of everybody, and I'm just pushing my grief down. And in December, I just broke down. Like, it all just hit me all at once. And I inboxed Carissa, like, I know I haven't been working, but this is what's going on. And she was like, sometimes you just got to let it go, let it out. And, it's nothing wrong with that. You take the time you need to deal with what you need to deal with. And January, I don't know, after I cried it out, I literally woke up January 1, like, okay, game over. I have been, in the business. I've been in the business. I've been posting daily. I've been, coming to Zooms, but I wasn't showing up. And I thought I was showing up for an audience, and I wasn't showing up for an audience. It turns out that I was actually just showing up for myself. Something I have never done. I've always been the daughter, the sister, the mother, the wife, but I was never just me. And I was like, okay, it's time for me to show up for myself. And that's what I did. And I haven't looked back. So I am a yellow. The test says blue. Lies. I am a yellow, and sometimes very red. It's no in between. So I went on live that day to just talk about join my business for $39, honestly. And it turned into my story needs to be told, and I couldn't stop myself. Before I know it, I was on live for 37 minutes. And after I got off, I looked at my husband, like, 37 minutes? Why you ain't stop me? He was like, because you have a story that needs to be heard, and it was your time to share it. And that's what happened.
So now from there until now, which is where we at, March, February comes around. You're like, look, I want executive bad. I want Ruby bad. I'm like, we're going to get it. It's going to happen. And then next thing you know, you right there, and you're about 60 something, 80, 100, minimum, maximum 100 away from executive. And you're like, it's right there. I'm like, yeah, that means it's going to happen. And then she's also one of these big Confianza poppers, guys, just so you know.
And I didn't take one today just for this purpose.
So she's a big part. Yeah, that whatever number I want to come up with, I can't remember. But anyway, So she gets to the 30, gets to 2 days before, 3 days before. And she in my inbox like, oh my gosh, it's not happening. Da 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 da. And I'm like, yo, you got another day, right? Or something like that it was. And I'm like, you got another day, right? So that's my mindset back. Like, I'm not gonna stress you and help with it. It's just like you know it ain't the end. Like, you still got time. So the end comes, and then you also decide, grandbaby was gonna come on month end. So now you like executive or month end grandbaby, what we gonna do? But now, what's your mindset like that executive didn't happen when you really thought it was supposed to happen? And what happens now? What was your mindset like on the first when time reset?
Okay, so when time reset, that like I was literally at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, or like 9 o'clock, 9:30. And I was like talking to my husband. I was like, oh my God, like this person that was supposed to enroll, she didn't enroll. Like, that's what I needed. I'm panicking. What can I do? I'm like, okay, I could push through another order and I can get the volume. I can do all of that. And I just got calm. Actually, like the panic was gone and like it was just reality hit me. Like I just really heard a voice like, that's not what you wanted. That's not what you wanted. Yes, you can push that order through and you can go executive, but that's not what you wanted. So, I started to think, every day I come downstairs, I get my kids ready for school and I get my daily task sheet. And when it's a new week, at the top of that sheet, it says gold rank. I put Ruby. I pull out my little red glitter pen and I write Ruby on the top of that paper. So going executive would have been amazing just because, I've been a year in, but not really, so I've been here a year, but I haven't been here a year. So of course that would have been great. It would have been wonderful, but that's not what it was meant for me to be. I am a great believer in God's perfect timing and alignment and foundation. And the foundation that I want to grow my business on just wasn't there. And if it's not meant to be, I'm just not going to put a square peg in a circle. I'm going to wait until it's my time and that everything aligns perfectly. And I'm okay with that. I was disappointed for 10 seconds. But all it really did was drive me to go harder when time reset, because I got up the next day, was like, now I have a grandbaby plus my wise. So all the things that I was working towards before, now it just increased. So I took that as God is just saying, you're not going to just increase. I'm not just going to increase your stress level. I'm going to increase your means too. So I'm comfortable with the fact that I didn't rank up to executive, because that's not the platform I need to be. That's not my rank, and it's not the rank I'm going to claim, and it's not the rank I put on my paper every day. So I'm gonna go after what I put on as my goals day in and day out, which is Ruby. So right now my short-term goal is Ruby.
Love it. And I purposely didn't ask you on the first because I was like, I'll just wait to this Zoom and ask you, because you ain't come to me and say nothing when the first hit, and I'm like, she didn't say nothing. Okay, all right. So I'm glad. That's awesome, and I'm glad. So what was the change in the mindset? Just the switch went off? That's it?
It really just went off. Like, and I'm a doer. I will give people my last. I will do whatever someone asks me to do something for them. I will break my neck to make it happen. I'm definitely an empathic person. I take on everybody's troubles and problems, but I just push my eyes away. And right now my eyes are only fast tracked on achieving what I need to achieve, because I know that if I can sacrifice myself for the greater good of others, I can put myself first to achieve my goals. And I know if I can achieve my goals, not only can I do it for myself, but everything that I love and everything that follows behind me, I can just build up with me. So I've learned to focus on me. I've learned to pour into my own cup instead of looking outside for people to pour into me or give me back what I gave out. Now I depend on myself for happiness. I depend on myself for what it is I want to feel. And that's it. Like, I learned how to say no. You don't benefit me. Goodbye.
Yes.
No, you can't stress me out today, I'm not allowing it.
There you go.
So when I learned to put myself first and learned that I do matter, even if I don't matter to anybody, I matter to myself. I matter to myself, then that's when everything just became very, very clear. And I really went around my household and I was like, okay, I hope y'all know this year, 2021, is the year of the get the out. Like you can stay aboard and you can get with it and you can learn how that I am not here to service you all, that we can work together, then we can be together. But if not, it's you or me. That's it.
Love it. So any last minute things you want to give before I close this out? Anything you want to
Just don't give up. You know, days it'll be hard days. There'll be good days. There'll be, you know, weeks where you run and you like, oh, I'm the man, and then you don't hear nothing. You hear crickets, and that's okay too, because in that time I'm self-developing. I'm learning how to accept no's. I'm learning how to get in those inboxes and send those messages, and just build myself up in that time when it is quiet. So when the next run comes, the next run will be longer and stronger.
Love it. Woo, woo. Go ahead. Now, mind you, this is a girl that wouldn't say 2 peep of words, not 2 peeps of words, okay? And I'm like, where you come from? That's what I'm talking about. So to be, you know, so everyone is able to do the same thing. It's just a journey and how you take that journey and not looking at other people and comparing your journeys. Your journey is your journey. You cannot compare yourself to what someone else is doing, how fast they move, how their business is flowing, because you don't know all of the ends that's going on within it. You don't know all of everything that everyone is going through. You don't know what their networks look like. You don't know. So you cannot compare because it's not the same. Everyone's not the same. So everyone just make sure you put your goals that you want to accomplish this month out there, because everyone can make it happen. You have a ton of time. This month is 3 days longer than last month. So if you have not started getting your goals together, guess what? You can do that today and it'll still count as if it was for February, because it's, them 3 days is gone. So make sure you guys focus on you. Make sure you do affirmations, because that's big on making sure you stay within your alignment of yourself. I make sure of that every day to keep my mental sanity every day. And that might not even be just for the household. It can be for y'all too, because, Carrie get on my nerves every day. So we can all make sure we keep our mental sanity. Okay. What else is there? Anything else for you, Carrie? You're good? You're good? Okay. All right. So I guess that's all we have for y'all. Thank you guys so much for getting on here. This was amazing. Congratulations to you all. We hope to have more of you. We know we will have more of you. This month is right here, is where you're going to double what you did last month. Just so you know, because we're now in the boom season. If you didn't know, we're in the boom season. So there's about to be a big boom in your business. So pay attention to your numbers daily. Look at how it continues to grow. Make sure you're messaging everyone. Plant those seeds, because I'm telling you, they're going to come out of nowhere and decide that they're ready to order, and you ain't going to know what hit you. I have people now inboxing me from 2 years ago that was my loyals that's ready to order again from ordering 2 years ago. And they're coming out of nowhere. So make sure you're planting those seeds. Stay consistent. Fill your stories up with the products you're using daily. Let people know you're still in this business so that they do not question it. And that's all I got for you.